What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about what's been going on in Call of Duty Warzone since the announcement of the Ricochet anti-cheat, and it isn't nice. It's not nice at all. The rage hackers seem to be raging harder than ever before, and we're going to get into that a little bit today. If you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. Half of the problem with these rage hackers is that some of them are just willing to go live on Facebook Gaming. Take Mr. T Gaming, for example. He live streams whilst rage hacking, and it's not like he's trying to hide it either. Let's scroll down a little bit here and have a look at one of his most recent posts from the 17th of October. Simsy told me I couldn't get the biggest streamers. Huskers, tick. Magnificent, tick. Iron, tick. Coming back for you, Simsy. And he's actually got a video of him getting those streamers. So just like we mentioned on our Triple B Gaming News channel in the past video, there are people out there actually charging money to stream snipe specific streamers to try and ruin their day, maybe jeopardize their tournament, who knows. But it's been known that I Hack for the Win does that. Mr. T Gaming confirmed the amount of money in FIFA Kills chat that I Hack for the Win received. But then he's talking on his post here about he's going for streamers. The big problem is that these rage hackers have got it in for the top level streamers. And rightfully so in some cases, because a lot of these streamers are in fact cheating. But when Activision have put out a game with a bare minimum anti-cheat that doesn't really detect even the weakest of cheats, it's going to cause this sort of thing. You've got people rage hacking live on stream. It's been a big issue over the past 2 years. Who would have ever thought that you would see something like this? Who would have ever thought you would see somebody live streaming whilst cheating? It's been a big thing. So maybe when the anti-cheat does come out, it will put a stop to this. You will get some answers from these streamers who stream with the cheat on show, and they will tell you that their cheat developer or cheat provider is actually able to bypass it. But then you've got to remember, that's passed on information. It's all hearsay. Until the anti-cheat actually hits, nobody is going to be fully aware of whether or not the cheats actually work and bypass the Ricochet anti-cheat. So, will Mr. T Gaming still be active, rage hacking live on stream once the Ricochet anti-cheat drops? Probably not. Or maybe he will. Maybe he'll keep up appearance for a while and then it'll fizzle out. Like a lot of these other guys who do the same thing. Majority of these people who live stream whilst using cheats are doing it to promote the cheats. They're doing it to sell the cheats. They're doing it and inviting people to a Discord server where the cheats are being provided. It's just not a good look. A lot of questions surrounding the Ricochet anti-cheat. If I can answer any of them for you, I will. So drop a comment below with any questions you've got surrounding this, and I'll try my best to answer. A lot of information surrounding the anti-cheat and the cheating side of things on Call of Duty Warzone, I have quite a little bit of information about, and it is quite a lot of information, so I don't really want to sit here for maybe 45 minutes to an hour actually talking in a video about this. So I will answer in the comments below to the best of my knowledge. But the Ricochet anti-cheat coming in with a kernel driver, it's very good. It means that Activision have seen the issue at hand and they've been willing to invest the money into developing their own anti-cheat. And it's not just for Call of Duty Warzone, it's going to be for all future Call of Duty titles as well, which is a good thing. The bad thing is that they released the driver. We've already informed everyone about this. They released the driver according to Call of Duty. And this has actually allowed the cheat developers to get their hands on it and reverse engineer it and allow them to try and bypass it with their cheats. So we've got to ask the question, who's telling the truth here? We've got to ask the question, are the cheat developers actually going to bypass it? We've got to ask the question, have Activision actually released this intentionally? Or was it an insider leaked the information? And now they're just trying to show face to hopefully keep their Vanguard sales up. There's lots of questions surrounding it, guys. And the only time we are going to get an answer to that is when the anti-cheat actually drops and is incorporated into the game. That day, you will probably see a massive drop in cheaters, and probably for the first couple of weeks following that. But that's when the cheat developers start working around it. That's when the cheat developers start putting the time and effort in to making sure their cheats are no longer detectable, to making sure their cheats work to the best of their ability whilst getting around the Ricochet kernel driver anti-cheat. There's always going to be competition, and unfortunately with the amount of money these cheat developers have been allowed to make without a decent working anti-cheat in Call of Duty Warzone, there's no chance they're willing to let that money go without a fight. Because these guys have been making that much money over the past 2 years. It's almost like they're being made redundant. It's almost like they're getting sacked out of the best paid job they've ever had, and they're not just going to lie down and take it. So do expect to still see cheaters, even if the anti-cheat does work. Do expect to still see cheaters trying to rage hack. Hopefully the process is a lot faster and they are detected within an hour and kicked off the game. Whereas in the past, people have been able to rage hack on the same account for days, for weeks, or even months, depending on the settings, of course, depending on how many people they killed actually reported them. But the issue we're having at the moment is the fact that a lot of people now think that the Ricochet anti-cheat may possibly work, so they're going all out and rage hacking. They're turning everything up to the max and just absolutely destroying the game. It is going to be completely unplayable, I believe, until the anti-cheat is actually incorporated. So just hold tight. If you still want to play Call of Duty Warzone, or if you still want to go and play Call of Duty Vanguard, just hold tight until the anti-cheat is actually released. And that brings me to the next part. How many of you guys out there are still spending money in the Call of Duty store? How many of you guys are buying skins, camos for your gun and so on? Blueprints? It's just not worth it until you know that the anti-cheat is actually out there working. Until you know that Ricochet is getting rid of at least 50% of the cheaters in the game. It is not even worth spending money in the COD store. Fact is, if Call of Duty's new anti-cheat Ricochet doesn't work, the game is going to completely die. So I would suggest saving the money that you would spend on this type of thing and waiting. Just save it, and then if the anti-cheat does work, go and buy whatever you want from the COD store if that's what you want to spend it on. But that's my personal opinion. I certainly wouldn't be spending any money in the COD store right now until I know that the anti-cheat is going to work. So I personally would suggest holding tight until the anti-cheat hits, give it a couple more weeks to see whether or not it's actually working and that the cheat developers aren't actually finding a way around it. Then go and spend your money in the COD store. That's your call. It is up to you what you spend your money on, of course, but me on a personal level, I certainly wouldn't be spending a penny in this store, and I haven't for a while, due to the fact of the cheating problem in Call of Duty Warzone. Well, there we have it, guys. Hopefully the Ricochet anti-cheat can come in and put a stop to at least the majority of the rage hackers out there. It's a big fact that no anti-cheat works 100%, but if it can just take away the rage hackers from the game, that's a big win. For Call of Duty Warzone, that's a big win at least. Will that put a stop to any streamers who are using high-level cheats? Probably not. Will it actually stop all cheat developers? No. The fact is, these guys will just put the extra effort in and make their cheats kernel level and be able to bypass the kernel level anti-cheat. But that will increase the prices of these cheats, which again will decrease the amount of users, because not many people are going to be able to afford $200 a month, $300 a month, or whatever the price is, especially when they've been paying $30 a month for the past 2 years. So hopefully the Ricochet anti-cheat does its job at least a 50% capacity, getting rid of at least half of those rage hackers. Then the game would at least be slightly more playable. If you did enjoy the video today, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Badboy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Also, if you want to keep up to date with any of the gaming news going on around the scene, go and check out our second channel, Triple B Gaming News. It's linked in the description below. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!